your first forecast with Chief Meteorologist Marisa Woloszyn.
And we do still have some flood warnings in place due to all the rain that we have seen. I did disappear, but at least you can still see the graphic here. Flood warning for the Sayusla River at the minor flood stage right now. We're also looking at
your first forecast with Chief Meteorologist Marisa Woloszyn.
Also, we're looking at a flood warning for the Coquille River.
Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Marisa Woloszyn. Now, your first forecast with Chief Meteorologist Marisa Woloszyn.
We had an earthquake in Hawaii. If we can get, look at my microphone. Momento, por favor. Here we go. Now you can hear my voice. We are looking at, again, a earthquake that happened on the Big Island there in Hawaii. It was a 6.9 magnitude earthquake towards Philomath, or actually, Philomath towards Corvallis. You're looking at some slower traffic, and then we slide all the way down. Oh, let's get that map going a little bit slow. It's a Tuesday, I guess. It's forgot that it's Tuesday. It should be working by this point. You can see, yes, some slower traffic along West 11th. Well, here's your live traffic 9 update. We're going to head to the mountains if you're planning on traveling at all through the rest of this week. You saw Willamette Pass there looking pretty good as we slide our way to Santiam Pass. A little slow on this Tuesday. We are looking at temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s to start off your Friday. I forgot which day it was. Friday in the afternoon, you're looking at highs into the mid to upper 50s. All
right, let's go now to Chief Meteorologist Marisa Woloszyn live at the Eugene Marathon Expo with the first look at our first forecast. Marisa?
Yeah, guys, you might want to purchase one of these. Once we get into the coast along the afternoon, highs will be in the mid-50s. Once we get into the coast along the afternoon, highs will be in the mid-50s. So once we get into the coast along the afternoon, highs will be in the mid. Well, as we move into the next big weekend in December, that would be New Year's Eve or New Year's, I guess, even day weekend. Well, if you're planning north, but we're not expecting any rain with this batch of clouds, except I should reframe that because we may see a couple sprinkles along the coast. Forecast and what you can expect, how much more rain is on the way. I'll have the answer coming up next. Degrees at this moment. We have a couple showers across the area, plenty of clouds as well, and I'm going to cough. Excuse me one second. Whew. Okay, here we go. As we zoom out, you can see the showers out there. This is live TV. What can you expect? We have moisture even off to the west, and that's all here at the Good Earth Home Garden and Living Show this year. Ooh, and I may actually be able to hold one. Thank you so much. Oh. And it flew away. That's where all this traffic is. So you're going to run into now your normal slowdown in the Beltline Delta interchange. I'll have a closer look at your forecast coming up next. Through the Eugene Springfield area, we do have some slower traffic along the Beltline Delta interchange and still pushing across the area. And as we slide all the way down and take a look at the hot temperatures, we do have a lot of moisture and we've definitely been hot consistently 10 degrees warmer than where we're at this moment. Take a look at this nice storm. Your driving conditions looking just fine. So showing something nice and new at that little area are going to be much cooler than everyone else. But we do have warmer temperatures on the way. Take a look at the hot temperatures.
Marisa Woloszyn.
And a good reminder, because it is so hot out there today, we've definitely been hot consistently. We do have a lot of moisture and it's a chance for that, but many of us are just going to stay dry. We are definitely warmer than normal. Here, so a little bit cooler than today. So a little bit cooler than today. So a little bit cooler than today. And finally, for the Willamette Valley, rain showers and cooler temperatures, possibly mixing in some snow.
Yeah, I know.
Sunday and Monday. I know, I'm so sad. I'm just going to cry about it right here.
You go take a breath, turn off your mic, we'll check back in with you. Thank you.
All right,
tomorrow morning as KEZI 9 News at 5 starts now. About 5,000 feet in other locations. If you also kind of double some of those foothills, or some of the coast, foothills of the Cascades. Yes, foothills is the word I was looking for. If you double that, that's about the height of these winds tomorrow morning, and that could freeze on the roadways. So if you live in some of the rural areas, just make sure that you take things slow. Could be a little bit icy in a few spots. Upper 20s for the foothills of the Cascades. I'll have a close look at your forecast and what we can expect throughout the week. It's going to be a pretty interesting and possibly boring forecast. I'll get into more details why coming up in just a bit, Matt. That's why I was joking that it's going to be a boring forecast, but it's pretty much going to be the same about every single day. Yeah, Matt and Renee, yesterday our air quality was mainly above 300, I guess it was above 300, and right now it is below that, but it is still in the unhealthy range, and by that we're at about 150, to 160 in many locations. Today's record high temperature. I'll have more details about if we have what you can expect. temperatures will stick around through the weekend. Coming up in just a bit, guys. Well, it has definitely been an interesting day across all of Western Oregon. We have had rain, we have had snow, we've had a rain-snow mix. That snow's been sticking. Sometimes it's not sticking. Sometimes it's sticking in one place for a bit and then it's not just a little bit later. Yeah, we've got a lot going on. We're going to remain rather consistent in a sense. I'll have more details about what exactly I'm talking about coming up in just a bit. Matt and Renee.
Marisa. Oregon.
Oh my goodness.
Any confusion with the weather?
Well, actually, there's a little bit, just a little bit of confusion. Zoom kind of right into this area there. There we go, getting that box kind of zooming in here. There we go, getting that box kind of zooming in here. They'll quickly burn off. We're back to sunshine by lunchtime tomorrow. And then quickly burn off. Great moonrise, because the moonrise last night, pretty stellar, kind of a nice amber color to the moon as it was working its way up above the Cascades, not the Coast Range. As we take a look at 6 a.m. Luckily with that front, as it moves off to the east, behind lunchtime, still looking at a few clouds, but luckily with that front, as it moves off to the east, behind clouds, but luckily with that front, as it moves off to burn off. Now, the air stagnation advisory indicates that the air
Golf ball sized hail.
Wow. I guess that's one thing that you can do with hail, especially if it's that big. We don't really get hail that big. We did have some grapple today, which is soft hail. It's rather small, about the size of a pea. Area. The closer you live to the coastline, the better you have to, or better chance you have to see some fog. Also a chance for some thunderstorms. We're slowly starting to see things actually slow down out along the coast at this moment. Still pushing across the area. The most has been Santiam Pass at 10 hundredths or a tenth of an inch. Newport at 8 hundredths of an inch. Otherwise, everyone's been between about 1 and 5 hundredths of an inch throughout the day. To be aware of when you hear that thunder, make sure that you are not outside, because it does mean lightning is near. And we have a viewer picture sent in from that accident as we take a look at things there. Oh, just went backward. Let's see if I can. There we go. You can see that image. It's a beautiful brand new lawnmower, rideable lawnmower, something you should not use on the road. There's also something else that is probably a top story, especially if you suffer from tree pollen, because tree pollen is off the charts. It's at very high. Well, I am live here at the Good Earth Home Garden and Living Show in the Butterfly Adventures tent here, and it's a little bit cold still, so the butterflies aren't quite out, but I'm going to kind of take you this way. Well, here's a look at traffic across the area tonight. Really not much to talk about. So if you're traveling, your driving conditions looking just fine, especially if you're traveling to the north to speak of right now. As we head throughout the day tomorrow, looking at some pretty good driving conditions, not for Thursday, but tomorrow. Again, partly sunny skies and no concern of some slick roads or anything like that.
Marisa? All right, we have a little bit of a problem there.
We need a microphone, apparently, so we'll work on that.
Out along the coast tomorrow, highs will be in the low 60s. Even though we'll have a lot of cloud cover across. It's a fairly quiet, mosey Monday. There's lots of space. You can stand up in here, moving around. This is the Emerald Hearth Spa and Patio booth. There are so many things to see here, and you could see this. It's pretty cool. It's like a mini, I don't even know, pool mixed with a spa. They've just outdone it. So this is one thing you can see. Of course, there's many other things you can see. If you live there, you may hear some distant rumbling of thunder, though. We have a high wind watch issued ahead of that storm, possibly having winds gusting around 60 miles per hour along the coast, along the beaches and the headlands. The Umpqua Basin, the winds will not be that strong, but we will see quite a bit of rain move across the area. So, Matt and Renee.
A lot of work into those trees. Thank you, Marisa. All right, sometime.
Yeah, a few sun breaks mixed in too, I guess, to make it kind of look a little bit nicer than all the rain.
All right.
You can tell she's trying to sugarcoat it over there for us.
Exactly.
All right.
Sunday, looking at more rain across the area, but hey, you know, it is fall. Or excuse me, it's almost, I guess it is actually, yes, technically fall. We're almost to winter. It kind of feels like winter because obviously I'm standing around all these Christmas trees, dodging possibly some showers on Saturday, on Sunday. Something to watch though again, guys, but still looking at some sunnier skies. We're seeing them change as we speak. We'll definitely have more sunshine tomorrow and Thursday with the warmer temperatures moving in.
All righty. We love the sunshine.
Thank you.